Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting another Kingdom Rush Origins challenge. Can we beat it with just magic towers? Let's see what we're working with. But how are we going to deal with spiders and other magic-resistant folks? Let's jump in and find out. These first few levels are so easy, I just decimate everyone in my path. It's a bit annoying not having a lot of things to block the enemies with, so I try out Prince Dennis for a while. He's not king yet, he hasn't quite earned it. And he can summon a lot of troops, so that definitely helps on some of these levels. I thought that I would use him through this whole challenge, but it turns out there's another hero that's better. Yes. I'm talking about Lyn. Her high armor, her abilities, she's awesome. She should be the queen, not Dennis. I'm pretty sure I lose this level right here, as confident as I had been feeling so far in this crazy challenge. The ogre sneak through, so I rage quit. I buy a new phone, I consider my life decisions, and I start over. So this time I decided I'm going to spread out the waves a little, I'm going to spread out the lightning, and time it just right. And there we go. It paid off. My first struggle. This level seemed a little bit scary going into it. Prince Dennis, Denaz, whatever his name is, kept dying, which was kind of shocking. He has pretty good armor, but not that good of health, and his abilities stink like a garbage dump. Anyways, here's the boss for this level. Shouldn't be too much of a problem since I can give him a bunch of damage before he finally makes it. Now this level I thought would be very challenging, and it was. As you can see, the prince wasn't enough, so I lost right there. I started thinking, actually, I don't know if this level's possible. There's too many spiders that resist my freaking magic. But here we go. I made it past them by switching to Phoenix. Phoenix is definitely the best hero in the game. Good job, Phoenix. You are my spider killer. These magic towers, especially with all their insta-kills, they can take down those freaking Bandersnatches left and right. Just watch them. That with my lightning, they didn't stand a chance. So far, so good. This challenge has been going swimmingly. I did have 2 failed attempts so far on different levels, but I recovered and I passed. All 3 stars so far. With Phoenix, you just can't go wrong. The passive ability to shoot fire missiles every second is just so overpowered. You might as well take advantage of it. I figured for some of these later levels that magic would just get better and better. And I was right. As you can see, it just melts all the enemies, obviously, that have high armor. But I'm a little worried at this point that all of the magic-resistant enemies are going to start piling up, aka the spiders. That's what Phoenix is for. And she's almost at level 10. Level 8 right here, leveling up steadily. So far, so good. These levels have all been possible. Here's some golems I'm going to have to take out. I'm a little worried about them in general because I cannot block them insanely effectively, but we can make do. We've learned by now. We've learned the strategies. We know this. We can do this. That's what I'm telling myself, so I don't wake up in the middle of the night all sweaty again. So this level drove me insane. I don't know how many times I attempted this level. There was a fail. I'm pretty sure there was at least 5 failures. Well, that's 3 of them right there, I think. How do you stop all these spiders? Even with all my insta-kill abilities, it's insane. The golems barely slow down. So they're even tricky at times. You can't just check out on them. You got all these magic-resistant enemies to deal with. I was like, holy crap, I don't know if I can do this level. Sure enough, I figured out that if I just slow down a little bit, because I usually just spam call in the next wave really early. I don't know if any of you do that, but it's a really bad habit, because on these later levels, especially if you're doing a challenge like this, you need to just wait and not get that extra, 30 gold per wave. It doesn't really add up. You do that for 10 waves, you only get 300 extra gold, which is like one extra crappy magic tower, and that's about it. So it's not worth it. Learn patience. That's how you get better at this game. I'm getting better all the time. So far, I'm at wave 15, 18 hearts. I made it through a lot of the spider waves. Things are looking pretty good. And then I lose a bunch of hearts right there. And I don't really think it's very possible, at least on iOS, to get 3 stars on that level with just magic. So I move on and try to pat myself on the back. This level's been pretty straightforward, which is awesome. The spiders can be tricky, so just watch out for those. I'm taking down the boss steadily. Restart. Steadily. Any minute now. Any minute now. Any minute now. Oh, and I lost. So, I'm thinking if I keep trying, maybe I'll luck out, maybe something will change, maybe Phoenix will do something differently to deal more damage. But this last wave is just insane. Look at all those creepy, crawling, freaking spiders, man. I finally did it. I had a lot of failed attempts at that level, but I didn't show them all because I didn't want to show you how much of a failure I am. This level's been worrying me because there's 3 frickin' paths you gotta do. The magic is good for the bats and for the armored enemies, but there's still a lot of spiders, and these spiders have like 400 health or something. They're hard to take down and they're fast. I started wondering, I don't know if this level is possible. But as long as there's not enough waves where there's just tons of spiders, then I think I'll be able to beat it. So far it's looking okay in general, but I'm just sitting here wondering, is wave 14 or 15 going to have so many spiders that I just can't beat this level? Even with my insta-kills and with Phoenix, my 2 aces in the hole, this level's just pretty difficult. So I accept 2 stars and move on. Now this level shouldn't be too bad. And it's not. So that's good. The insta-kills, the constant damage. As you can tell, I'm leaning a lot toward this particular type of upgrade for the magic towers. And the silencing abilities with all the insta-kills really just make it a lot better in general. So I'm pretty worried going into this level just because I don't have blockers, and I usually use a lot of barracks on this level. So I'm wondering, can I beat this level? If so, with how many hearts? There's a decent amount of golems, but pretty much all of the enemies are high armor. Not a ton of them on this level resist magic, and I don't think there's any spiders. Correction, there's definitely no spiders, so that's good. So I'm at wave 14 now. I have 18 hearts. Things are looking pretty solid. And then the golem gets through. I take 2 hearts and I move on. I'm ready for this big boss level, man. I'm ready. So, I think I can do it. This level's not that bad so far. But you never know with the boss time. You never know what it's going to be like not having blockers. But the insta-kills prove to be very good in this level. And you can get a lot of them upgraded. So it really starts paying off. Let's see how the boss goes in about, 10 seconds or so after I take down these freaking golems. So far, so good. Getting a little nervous at this point. But then I take them down. Now for these levels, these are really, really good levels that you're going to want some barracks on, which you don't have. So I started using more of the high elf mage towers, whatever they're called. And they kind of have a pseudo blocking ability. They can stall enemies and hurt them for like 60 damage over a few seconds. I'm like, okay, well, that'll stall them at least, and then my other towers can just kill them and take time catching up. But I was only able to do that level with 2 stars. So I take that and I say, that's okay. It's okay. For these levels, I have some of the same worries. I'm worried that those friggin' fast enemies will just run right through everything. I'm a little worried about the ogre mages. I'm just worried about everything, man. I'm worried that the magic resistance might make everything just really hard to deal with. But I am at 18 hearts and it's wave 15. So everything's going better than I thought. Phoenix definitely helps. You should buy her. I wish I got a freaking dime every time you did. So I got 3 stars in that level. That was pretty unexpected. But this level, I've already failed it a couple times, and that's not good. If you're going to do this level, you have to do it with Veznan, because that guy can't swipe your demon away. But he runs through because I don't time it right, like a moron. So I try it again, and make sure to save the daemon, because he can take on the beheader, and then he shouldn't be a problem. But I don't think I can do this level in 3 stars. So after many attempts, I said, you know what, that's okay. 2 is good. I'll still complete every level if I beat this level with just magic. And here we go. Look at him melt! Can you beat all of Kingdom Rush Origins with just magic towers? Yes! Yes, you can! Thanks for watching.